Hello everyone, I'm Phoenixtremayne, and today we're going to talk about Days of Live spoilers for the week of July 20th, which will focus on Ben and Ciara's wedding. But we're also going to talk about, continue the conversation about Kristian Alfonso, who decided to quit the show after 37 years. I stumbled on some more details about why she decided to quit. Plus, she says that she's received some other offers. So, I don't speculate a lot. But at the end of the episode, we're going to talk about what shows could have made Kristian an offer and what shows would you rather her be on since she quit Days of Lives. What other soaps do you think made her an offer and should she take it? So, that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Please hit that like button. Every time you hit that like button, lets YouTube know this is a good channel for soap fans, so they can join, our soap fam. Good Lord, I got something. Sorry about that. So they can join our soap fam. I'm not stopping the camera and starting over. Whatever happens in this video is just gonna have to happen. So this is gonna be 100% real because we have a lot to talk about today. And Bold and the Beautiful starts new episodes next week starting Tuesday, and I have decided to watch the shows live, and you can join me on the live, and we'll try to figure out, can we see when they're using mannequins instead of like real people, and when people really 8 feet apart and then they spice them together. So let's have some fun with that too. So I'll be doing that next week as well. I'll give you more information on the live, or just make sure you go ahead in there and click those notifications so that you know when I go live. So for Monday, July 20th, Gabby delivers tragic news to Jake. An unexpected funeral stirs up mixed emotions. A medical crisis threatens to derail Ciara and Ben's wedding. Basically, Ciara's going to get like a stomach virus and they're going to blame Claire. And she's going to say, I can't do the wedding, but we've always seen the promos and they're going to make it to the wedding. Ben has an unsettling dream about Jordan. Tuesday, July 21st, which is my birthday. Hope and Allie help Ciara get ready for the wedding. Ben gets a surprising phone call. Claire swears to Belle and Sean that she's innocent. Xander sets the record straight with Sarah. On Wednesday, July the 22nd, Rafe walks Ciara down the aisle. Jake invites Gabby to the wedding as his date. Belle realizes Claire lied to her. Ben and Ciara's wedding celebration ends with a stunning twist. And on Thursday, July the 23rd, chaos erupts at Ben and Ciara's wedding. If you haven't seen the promo, somebody put somebody put a bomb at the church. And so it's going to blow up and it's going to separate Ciara and Ben. Ben's going to get kidnapped. So I just fast forwarded that for you. And we'll find out next week who kidnapped Ben. I suspect it's going to be Eve, but we'll see. Thursday, July 23rd, chaos erupts at Ben and Ciara's wedding. Sarah is impressed with Xander's heroics. Allie and Lonnie fear the health of their babies. Allie does go into labor during this whole situation. Gabby and Jake grow closer. On Friday, July 24th, Rafe makes a decision about Allie's offer. I think he's going to turn it down because in the following week's episode, it talks about Will and Sonny being excited about, getting Allie's baby. And we saw the extended summer preview. You also saw them there with her in the hospital. So I think Rafe is going to bow out. Claire lands on the hot seat. Sean relays upsetting news to his family. Sammy and Lucas rush to the hospital to be with Allie. So that is for the week of the July 20th. And then we're going to get into some of the bulk spoilers. It don't tell you exactly what day is going to happen, but it does tell you, what's going to happen in that week. It may miss a few, even though I filled in a bunch of the blanks, it may stumble on a few extra things. So disappointed Jake finds it hard accepting his story and does not want a piece of the mayor pie. And he is increasingly drawn to Gabby. He asks her to be his wedding date, and the love connection begins. Sarah's misunderstood something. Now, most likely, this is going to be about the woman that Xander brought into his hotel room. It's going to turn out that she was just a masseuse. She wasn't a prostitute or a Tinder date or anything like that. But fun fact that I forgot to mention when she first came on, that is actually Stacey Haydock, who plays Kristen on the show's daughter. So you saw Stacey's real life daughter playing that quick role as an extra. So Sarah misunderstood something. Xander didn't cheat, although technically they're not together. Allie enjoys helping Hope with Ben for Ciara's big wedding. Rafe walks Ciara. Rafe walks Ciara down the aisle as asked. Sammy, folks feel for her. There is a funeral. Now, I really feel like the funeral for Vivian is going to be a fake out. I think that Vivian, was going to go to jail and Ivan is helping her fake her death. That's what I really believe. Rafe, let me see, unfortunate funeral. Ben has a strange dream about Jordan and gets an even stranger phone call. Belle has something to do something about her daughter. Belle has to do something about her daughter. An unhappy Claire is mad that she's no longer the maid of honor. And like I said earlier, Ciara gets food poisoning and she thinks that somebody spiked her drink or something. So she thinks that it's Claire, so she kicks her out as maid of honor. And the cliffhanger, no one in Salem saw it coming unless you watch the preview, which is, Ben disappearing once there's an explosion at the wedding. Ben and Ciara get gifted with a bomb hidden at the church. Xander plays hero and Sarah swoons. Xander tries to explain himself, and I guess that's him, the misunderstanding about Stacey Haydock's daughter being his woman. Claire insists her innocence to Sean. Rafe makes up his mind. Allie goes into labor. Lucas and Sammy are there for her. Sean shares something stressful with loved ones. Lonnie is very worried about her baby. And Chad has a strange secret. So we're getting closer and closer to the reveal that somebody, Stefano, could be Chad, because he's been acting strange for a really long time. He hasn't been acting like himself. And I wouldn't be surprised if he actually poisoned his wife just to get her away from him so she doesn't stumble on his secret. Plus, we know Li Shin, that was potentially another version of Stefano. So we'll actually have to see what this strange secret is, because I've been seeing lots of things on the rumor mill that potentially, is going to, happen. I haven't said it in any of my spoiler videos because I don't want me to say, hey, look, this is going to happen, and then it don't happen. Like this whole thing being a dream. So now we're going to move on to Kristian Alfonso and her decision to leave the show. If you haven't seen my original video on Kristian leaving the show, basically she said that executive producer Ken Corday asked her to go off camera for 5 months. And she said that I just thought, what, it's time to really write a new chapter. I have an incredible run, had an incredible run there, but it's time to move on. So they basically said, look, we need you to take a 5-month break. If you take this 5-month break, we have this storyline planned for you so that when you come back, you're going to be in a big storyline. And I wasn't there. I can't get in Kristian's head. So I think in her mind, what fans have been saying and how fans have been feeling is she's been on the show for 37 years. Of all of the people you can sideline and not have a story already ready for is me. So peace out, deuces. I'm out of here. She may have felt disrespected. So that's what I talked about in my original video. And fans on Facebook and YouTube have been in bitter debates as to whether or not she should have took the 5-month break, or if it was disrespectful and the show should have kept her on no matter what. Now this is the new information. Alfonso also noted that she's been considering leaving the show for the last couple of years, but having the time during the epidemic quarantine really finalized that decision. And she said, the quarantine is the first time in my life I was actually able to exhale, because I've been so busy with my life and really enjoyed just being home and really doing nothing, maybe cooking, but just enjoying my family, my friends, and catching up. I don't know if you realize or not, but I used to have a jewelry line also on top of working on Days of Our Lives, and I really miss it. So, during this whole quarantine thing, she has been enjoying her time off. And remember, she quit the show before, the show went into hiatus because of the epidemic. So she had no idea when she quit that she was going to get 5 months off, whether she liked it or not. But actually, she taped her last scene already. Her last episodes air, I think, in October. So, one way or another, her life is going to give her time off. But this is what I want to talk about in the comment section, because, like I said, it's hotly debated on my YouTube comment section on that video, as well as on my Facebook SoFam group, that a lot of people feel like Kristian made the wrong decision, that she could have took the 5 months and she could have took the 5-month break. A lot of people also are upset, saying, well, how would you like it if you didn't, if your job asked you to take 5 months off, basically with no pay? Because think of it this way. In order to bring someone like Alison Sweeney back, the money's got to come from somewhere. Bringing Louise Sorrell back, the money's got to come from somewhere. And so that's why Brady and Kristian are off camera. That frees up the money for them to pay for the new actors that you're seeing now. For Alison Sweeney coming back, for, even Sean Bell, all the actors, Lucas, all these people that you haven't normally seen on the show that are around for this specific storyline. That's what they're doing. They're asking characters who aren't directly involved in a current storyline, can you please take a break while we use that money basically to bring these other people back to enhance this particular storyline, because it makes sense for Lucas to be here for Allie. It makes sense for Alison Sweeney to come in at this time for Allie in that storyline, and Eve to come back for the whole kidnapping Ben situation. All of those things that happen, the money's got to come from somewhere. They can't just add all these extra actors to the storyline without finding it somewhere in the budget. So that's why they say, look, this storyline right here, we're focusing on it. Can you please just take a break? And once again, they use those funds to bring back some of your favorites. So Philip's coming back. Philip's coming back means somebody else has to go. Point blank period. We see it all the time. You never think about this. But even when people like Steve Burton came back to General Hospital, other actors were fired to supplement his salary. So it happens on all of the shows. When they brought back Michelle Stafford for Young and the Restless, once again, we got Mia left, Arturo left, some other characters left too. And it's like, why did they leave? Because they needed to, the budget don't change when they add an actor to it. The budget's the same. So especially if they bring a big name, you got to expect other players are going to be let go so they can afford this other person. And I think it's really smart for Days of Our Lives as producers to say, look, we're trying to give the fans the most entertaining show we can have. We have a lot of actors like uh, the characters like Jennifer and Jack that are just there getting paid, not doing nothing. Period. She hadn't even made a donut. So, what is she getting paid to do? They're not really in the storyline. So, saying goodbye to their daughter, maybe having like a quick, date night or something, that is not honestly what the fans want to see. The fans want to see, if you're going to have Jack and Jennifer on the show, they want Jack and Jennifer in the storyline. The other stuff is cute, but it has to go with the storyline. So that's how I see it. But then you look at it from the actor's point of view, that's great for the show, but that's not necessarily great for my bank account. Now, when it comes to Kristian Alfonso, we've talked about this online. I went on ahead and did my own research. Kristian Alfonso's net worth is $5 million, and her husband's net worth is $3 million. So it's not like her taking a 5-month break. She's going to be on welfare. She's not going to be eating cans of tuna fish and ramen noodles and hot dogs and beans because she can't afford steak. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people look at their life like, if I took 5 months off, I have a mortgage to pay. I have lots of things going on, but these actors do have enough saved up, hopefully, to supplement 5 months. I know school teachers that do that. They're going to be off for the summer, so they have to just balance their checkbook and make sure that they balance their money out so that, if they don't take on a second job during the summer, that they can still live comfortably until they get back to work. It's just life. But don't think that because Kristian Alfonso was asked to leave for 5 months that she was about to be on welfare. It don't work like that. She's a millionaire. She's a multi-millionaire. Just saying. Something to think about. And the last thing I want to talk about is Kristian says, Kristian acknowledges that while she has no regrets about leaving the show, and she has a roller coaster of emotions about it, that it has opened other doors for her in that she has been getting other offers. So she says, she's like, I'm sorting through my other offers. And the offers may not necessarily be soaps, but we know she's got some soap offers because soap operas do this all the time. When a major star leaves, a lot of soaps like, look, that actor or actress have fans. We always need more people. And how many times have you as a fan migrated from one show to the other because your fan favorite moved over here? A lot of people went to start watching General Hospital because Michelle Stafford was on General Hospital now. I follow other actors. Years ago, Heather Matheson, when she left General Hospital and went to Santa Barbara, I went on Santa Barbara right along with her. And then she was on All My Children, and I was already watching it, but I was following her because I enjoy her as an actress. And I think lots of us have done that. A lot of people went from General Hospital to Young Wrestlers when Steve Burton migrated. So the odds of her getting soap offers are good. If I was her, and we can talk about this in the comment section, I would not take a General Hospital offer. Because she might as well stay on Days of Our Lives. Because General Hospital and Days of Our Lives are renewed on a yearly basis. At any point in time, they can be canceled. Whereas CBS, they're renewed 3-4 years in advance. So you've got job security, especially if they say we're going to put you on contract for like 2 years. You've got job security for 2 years, whereas, every 365 days, and then Days of Our Lives, takes everybody off contract and renegotiates their contracts with everyone again every year, and they're asking for pay cuts and stuff, So you get more job security with Bold and Beautiful and Young and Restless. And I would suggest if she got an offer from Young and Restless, my first thought was Jack has needed a love interest forever. And Kristian is like 56, 57, something like that. So she's in the perfect age range to have a relationship with the Jack character, or even a dalliance for Victor. Who knows? But I think a Young and Restless would be a good place for Kristian. Now, fans, on the other hand, in the comment section, have said that they would like her to replace Hunter Tallow and be the new Taylor. I can see that too. You know, would you want to see Kristian Alfonso and Catherine Kelly Lang going back and forth at it? This definitely would mean Ridge and Shauna would be put on pause, because if they have a new Taylor, you know, they're definitely going to do the whole Taylor Ridge Brooke thing all over again. So let me know what you think. Is there a different character did you think that she could be, or is there a different actor that you would want her to pair it up with? So my vote would be she'd be a great love interest for Jack on Young and Restless. Other people have said they would like her to replace Hunter Tallow, since Hunter has no interest in coming back, you know, to be the new Taylor. And that would be interesting. So I'd be fine either way, but I'm tired of Jack not having a regular woman. So let's do that. Not that they made her the offer, but clearly she's gonna get other soap offers because she has a soap fan base. Now that's it. Thank you for watching. I can't wait to see what the comment section looks like. We have had a lot to talk about, and I will catch you in the next video, which I'm going to be doing The Bold and Beautiful again for people who missed it. I'll do the preview for that. And also, for Young and Restless, I'm going to be talking about Michael, what's his name, Mulaney, and who used to be Adam, and his little money, whatever his name is, and his controversy that he's trying to deal with, where he just demanded apology from TMZ. So thanks for watching. I'm Phoenix Tremayne, and I will catch you in the next one.